this is not her fault. See, there's a lot of things you have to understand, fellas out there, is that what women do when they do these things, when they pressure you to marry them and they pressure you to do what they do, it's not their fault. That's what the fuck they do. So you have to dismiss what she wants. Dismiss that whole thing. She wants to get married because that's what she wants to do anyway. But that's like them wanting to get married is like saying we want, I want to eat or I want to fucking wake up and look at something. That's what that marriage thing is to them. What you have to do is reestablish your shit. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to be able to take a L. And a L in the hood means you have to be not afraid to take a loss to get your point across. So when she says and gives you that ultimatum, if you look like you're sweating and you're blinking and you're nervous about her leaving, she will take advantage of that. You understand? So when she says, we're going to get married, and you have to go, you know what, sweetie, and you don't get mad. See, that's what we have over women, is that we are not as emotional as them. We rationalize much more than they do. So if she's going, I don't want to get married, here's what you do. Ask her why. You understand what I'm saying? And she'll go just like this. Because she never had to think of the second option. That's your job, is to give them a second option to think. Well, I want to get married. Why? Because women are not born in honesty. You don't need to be. You don't need to have charisma. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to have, men have developed a lot of different verbal skills that women haven't because you haven't had to. There's no need for you to have a conversational ability. And when you do have conversational ability, you force it on guys because you know that most women don't. So you kind of just fly over guys like a big goddamn hawk. And when you hunt, right, for men, what's our hunt? What are we hunting? We are hunting pussy. Absolutely. So when you get it, she has to kind of keep doing something to keep you kind of chasing her. Like you can't. Once she gives you the pussy, if you feel like you can get it anytime you want and any way you want, you lose a little bit of that luster to chase her. It's like we have to go hunt something. That's why we cheat, and that's why our cheating is not personal. Our cheating is just hunting. Now, what do you think? Absolutely, what do you think their hunt is? Because they're hunting for something too. What do you think that is?
Who the fuck knows, dude? Because you know what? It changes every guy.
Well, they're hunting your manhood.
Whatever she hunted, Eric, she got from you. She got you. She got what they call a comfort zone. She got her self-esteem is high, and she got security. A happy man means a happy woman. It trickles down from the man. A happy woman don't mean shit. She don't know how to be happy outside of how a man makes her feel. That's why she goes, make me feel like a queen, make me feel like this and that and the other thing. Make me happy, because she really don't know. But a woman who decides that she's going to make a conscious effort to make her man happy, because men need more desire to make women happy than women have to have desire to make us happy, because we're very easy. We're easier to deal with than you are. Meaning, if a motherfucker's sitting there playing Xbox 360 and you say, I'm not gonna bother this motherfucker at all. I'm not gonna. He could be on it for 8 hours, and I'ma just exist in my own place for 8 hours until he wants to exist with me. That motherfucker right there, you just earned yourself 8 hours of happy. That motherfucker be like, sweetie, what do you need me to do? Because you left me alone for that 8 hours I want to be left alone. You were selling me what I wanted to buy. And at that particular time, I wanted to buy some fucking time not fucking with you. I wanted to buy some Xbox 360 time. And you gave it to me. So you know what? I'm going to figure out how to make you happy. I'm going to tune in to you, instead of tuning out because you trying to force me to spend time with you, or force me to love you, or force me to talk to you, or whatever the fuck women do. Because you don't know how. Women's happiness is based on a moment-to-moment thing. It's like, how come you don't buy me flowers? Now a guy, who doesn't know how to guide a woman through, like, pure happiness, right? He goes, okay, now I'm going to buy her flowers. Now she gets flowers for a second, and then she goes, and women don't have that editing system that we do. Women don't edit themselves. They don't go, man, I just asked this guy to make me happy last month, and he tried to make me happy, and now Like, I want more. They don't have that. They don't have that thing where they're trying to rationalize their fucking greed. They just go, we don't go to the movies. Then you take it to the movies. We don't go sailing at fucking Hamptons or something. Well, we'll go sailing in Hamptons. They're moment for moment. Guys' happiness is very clearly drawn out. We know, guys live a life of emptiness that we want to fill with bullshit. Women want to fill their emptiness with meaningful shit. Like, relationships, knowledge, spiritual fucking growth. Guys want to fucking play the hottest Madden 2007, nigga. It's a fulfillment for a minute. Men are trying to fill their voids on a superficial level. Women want growth. They feel this emptiness and they don't know how to deal with it. That's where it has to trickle down to a woman. A guy's happiness has to trickle down to a woman so he can guide her to understand what happiness is. It has to trickle down from you fellas. They live in this world of it's inappropriate, this ain't right, you shouldn't talk like this, you shouldn't be like this. Women live in this world of you shouldn't. You understand what I'm saying? Guys live in the world of you should. She hates me, but she loves me. But she loves hating me, dude. Does that make sense?
Yes,
she loves the passion that her hatred for me has. I'll tell you something. I tell my girl, if you ever in your life yell at another guy, you might as well go with him. If some guy you don't know evokes passion in you, that you yelling and screaming and you hate some other fucking dude, let me tell you, women's hatred is just like love. It's the same thing as passion. If girls aren't getting mad at me, right, for saying what I'm saying, this is a useless show. When your girl gets like that and some guy in the streets can evoke, like,
passion,
anger in my girl, nigga, you know what I put my girl through to make her angry? Nigga, anger, and she loves me, so you don't give out your emotions frivolously. You gotta understand, ladies, that a motherfucker, you're gonna love him before he loves you, because he's showing you all the best of himself. You're not. You're not showing the best of you. Before he gets pussy, it's him auditioning for pussy. So you're getting the best of a guy. So you're gonna love him first. So when you start to love him, you're like, I want him to love me too. You don't have any skill. Once you go, wait a minute, I love this motherfucker. Let's start putting in effect, playing love, baby. You got to do that. You don't know how to. You just sit there and go, I love you. You should love me. Let me ask you a question, fellas. If your girl left you, right, what would you really miss about her? What? Her funny jokes?
Yeah.
Her what? The way she talks to you when you don't want to talk to her?
You miss the routine. That's what you miss.
You miss the routine of what?
Just hanging out together, going out, the things that you do together every day. You miss that because you find yourself sitting alone.
We don't have a problem with sitting alone.
That's what you miss.
We miss.
That's what you miss. That's what a woman misses. We don't miss your routine. That's what I'm saying.
So why are you sitting home sad?
You sitting exactly, but that's my question. The arrogance and the ego that you thought the bitch was yours. Right. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like possession. It's possession. I got 5 watches and 4 of them I don't wear, right?
But you
ever
can't take
one of them. If a nigga steal my watch, I'm going crazy. A lot of women believe that they're different from all the other women. Because let me explain to you. In your jealousy, here's how warped you are. You believe any other thing that takes up your man's time is another woman. If he loves video games, it's like that bitch Gears of War.
360.
If he loves DJing, that fucking hoe spinning record, you get jealous of anything that you feel is better than you in the relationship. So she knows that asking a man not to have a career, not to build his life is wrong. But y'all don't give a shit because that's just your competitive, jealous nature, and it's his fault or any guy's fault for not putting an option. Don't ask me a question first when you ultimately want something from me. Don't walk in the room and say, what you doing later? Then that makes me want to lie. That makes me go, oh, shit.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to the moon. Right? Then she goes, oh, because I was going to suck your balls later. fuck?
I'm not going to the moon.
Fuck, but now you can't say I'm not going to the moon because she goes, you were lying. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
When you want something, you come in and go, listen, I was thinking about sucking your balls. Are you going to be busy later? You tell me what the fuck you want first, bitch. Now, I'm sitting there for an hour and 10 minutes trying to logic my way to her, trying to let her know why that puts me in a bad fucking spot.
That's just not fucking lying when she asks you what you're doing later.
Do you understand? Do you see why? It's like even the smart ones don't fucking get it.
No, because
why would I? No. Wait. Why the fuck?
Right.
Let me tell you what it is. You don't like sweet talk.
It's passive aggressive.
It's passive aggressive, and you know what else it is? You're not tuned into rejection from a man on a daily basis. Meaning this: if you go, can I want this, right? What's wrong with coming to me saying, I would like you to do this for me? And you know why you don't do that? It leaves too much open for me to go no and for you to be rejected. But if you put it on me, what are you doing later? Nothing. Okay, if you're not doing nothing, you think we can go to the movies? Now, I might want to do nothing and not go to the motherfucking movies.
So just say, honey, I don't want to go.
Do you think it's that simple? Are you out your mind? They are looking for someone to lead them, but they want to be led by somebody that they believe in. That's a woman. Women want to look at a guy and believe that he will lead them where they need to go. But they're going to test him like he's a weak-ass second mate. And if this motherfucker goes, I'm going to just be your friend, you're going to disrespect him. That's the nature of the game. In every single part of the world, on every single level, the bitch version of an animal is weaker than a fucking man version. Except for praying mantises and men.
I think there are a lot of women who have self-esteem issues.
Do you hear that? All of you have self-esteem issues.
Not all of us do.
That's why you're not good at the leading thing. You're good soldiers. You're not good generals. You don't want to be in charge. My fucking happiness is paramount. Because let me tell you why. A man's happiness is very simple. It's not based on intellectual shit. It's not based on some metaphysical shit. It's based on gut happiness. We can waste time and be happy. We can daydream and be happy. Now, when we're happy and we have an abundance of it, it trickles down to a more complicated, needy creature who needs shit that she don't even know she fucking needs. So I have to be in compliance, and I have to be in tune with your soul to know what is going to make you happy. Now, how the fuck am I going to be in tune to your soul if I'm unhappy? That's why you got to take control. You have to go, look, I'll figure out how we're going to be happy. I'm not going to let you figure out how we're going to be happy. I am. Because I know what happiness is. Women don't really know. Women don't understand that liking you is way more important than loving you. I got love to give. But you need to be around me. Here's what women don't understand. Do you hang around, right, Jake? Do you hang around any of your men friends that you don't like?
No.
No. You like your boys.
No.
You're best my boy. I don't hang out with a nigga I don't like. Right. What makes you think I should hang around a bitch that I don't like? Am I with you and you're with me, or are we together?
Together.
Okay, no, you're not. I'm with you here. You're with me here. Okay? We got to do things to keep us wanting to stay here. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm with you, your nature is to look at me and go, I'm getting bored with him. I'm getting comfortable. My job is to make you constantly want me in your own mind. We're not together because I will leave you or you will leave me. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So you have to work hard. That's why you're going to love me. The reason that you love me is because you think I'm better than you when you come in. You're going to love me. The reason that you love me is because you think I'm better than you when you come in. So your journey is to stop thinking that about a guy and to get up to equal, but you really don't want equal. You want better because you hate the fact that you feel that I'm better than you. So you try to fight hard to make this 50-50 thing. So my job is to stay better. You know why I'm better than you? Because you're going to like me first. You understand? I'm charming, I'm good looking, I'm this and that. And this is the thing. Why should I like you? Because I'm charming. What about you makes me love you? My mind. We ain't together. You with me first. Because I'm better than you.
I agree with you there.
Every time a woman gets to a point where you guys are arguing and y'all are angry at each other, it's her trying to gain another belt. Meaning, if it's the karate class analogy. So anytime if she starts at a white belt, right, she's going to do things to test you because she's going to think, oh, I know everything you got to teach me. She's challenging you, and then what happens is when you prove that you're still better than her in terms of the fight, she bows down to you and goes, yes, master, you are better than me, and then you give her another belt. Figuratively, you give her another belt. Now she's going to think you're the master for a while until she wants to fight you again. And the journey is you have to keep being better than her. That's you understand? Great. You have to keep flipping her on her head when she gets into a karate stance. And when you got women in your life, don't you ever get women out of your life if they're in there. So long as she keeps, like, you fucking with this girl, you can still practice your karate. So meaning less work for you keeps you sexy to her because other bitches want you. Most dudes, we have a reaction, then we have an editing system, then we have what we're saying. Because I had a girlfriend that did this. What side of the bed do you want to sleep on? And I said, this side. And she goes, but then I won't be able to see the TV. Women do not understand how to get rejected, okay? She doesn't understand what it means to get rejected on a daily basis. Maybe career, maybe whatever. A cab won't pick her up. But in relationship with men, women do not. That's why women just don't go, hey, will you fuck me? Because it would hurt so bad for a guy to go, ugh. Or for a guy to go, no, thank you. To wave you away. What they do is they want chivalry, right? And they want to maintain this woman's power movement horseshit. They want to run shit, but they want you to also do loving
cherry pick.
You know, they want you to be a man, but they want to control your manness.
Right.
Here's one of these things y'all fucking do. Real quick. Do not ask me what I'm doing with an agenda. Meaning, if I got the window down while we're driving, don't say to me, are you hot? Well, the fucking window's down. Of course, wait a minute. Of course I'm fucking hot because I need the breeze, but I'm not hot enough to put the AC on, but I'm hot enough to have a breeze come in through the fucking window. So why would you put that on me when I know the pretense of that fucking question
I'm cold.
Is I'm cold. Instead of saying, I'm cold, will you please, humble gentlemen? I know that you are hot and I am not hot. My king of all kings, can you please roll that back up? Your loyal subject.
And risk the rejection.
Begs you. And risk the rejection of that. You gotta walk in the street, dude,
like you don't
and
care.
just stand there with your arms folded. Like, bitch, fuck you. Like, I'm gonna tell you for real, Poppy's pretty. I get Poppy. I just get Poppy. I'm gonna tell you why I get Poppy. Because I just said it. And I just went, I get Poppy.
Yeah.
Dismissively.
And believe it.
And believe it. And she knows I think I'll get her. I'm a fat motherfucker, and Poppy knows I think I can fuck her.
He has to approach girls like he already is fucking two girls.
She knows that she would try her best. Poppy will call me fat and this and that. She'll do that. But she knows I'll be like, bitch, please. And if I get a hold of you, here's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. She knows. Theoretically, Poppy's out of my league. Theoretically. Like, if you saw me and her walk up the street, it's like my girl. If you saw me and my girl on the street, you'd be like, oh, that bitch is... You'll think bad of her, and you'll think, lucky me. I'm like, suck my dick, nigga, lucky her. Lucky these bitches.
Right. I am happy. I make sure my man is happy.
But, did you hear? Wait a minute. Time out. Nobody talk. Do you hear what the fuck you just said? When you're happy.
But I don't
so Karen, shut up for a second. When you're happy, you want to make your man happy.
Yeah. Where
does that initial happiness come from that you're talking about?
I got to make you happy first.
Your happiness depends on me making you happy, Karen.
But you know what? If you don't make me happy, then we're not going to be together.
Do you fucking hear her? Your happiness is like a goldfish.
You don't even... Hold on. Let me say something. You don't even know what is going to make you happy. You have no idea what's going to make you happy.
I know what makes me unhappy, and I know what makes me happy.
It's your man that figures out what makes you happy.
I know what makes you happy.
What makes me happy, Patrice?
I'm not your man, Kareth. Meaning you're being a woman, I'm being a man. I know what makes you happy. You know why? Because you think you know what makes you happy. You don't take me to the movies anymore. Now I take you to the movies. You don't buy me flowers. Now I buy you flowers. Everything, if you make a deal with bitches, it's negotiations with terrorists.
And it's
I'll
constant.
tell you what makes you happy. Because let me tell you what trust is. Trust in a relationship. It ain't fucking not cheating and not doing. It's maintaining a routine. You understand what I'm saying? It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not, you're not betraying a routine. What happened is she betrayed the routine. My girl has the keys to my house. She had the keys to my trucks. Never drove the truck. One day, she's like, oh my God, I gotta go get my kid and go ahead, drive it. Blam! Fuck up a tire. Oh, give me them keys. You betrayed the trust, them keys, and now this bitch's journey is to get them keys back.
Here's the whole point of being better. Women are attracted to men that are better than them. They never are attracted to a man that's not better than them. Now, what does better mean? Does it mean financially? Does it mean in looks? Does it mean sexually? Does it mean freaky? Does it mean that he's more exciting, more interesting? Whatever you perceive better as, that's what he's better at.
You're right, Dante. But every guy I've ever been with, I've always thought he's too good for me. This guy is, I'm surprised. He's attracted to me. But then after dating him for like 3 months, I'm like, oh, fuck.
And wait a minute. Wait a minute, because the journey of bringing him down. This is what I'm saying.
You're right.
The journey is for a woman to find a guy who she goes, wow, this motherfucker is cold. I love him. I like him. I'm into him. Then it's a journey to bring, and however long that journey lasts, it's to bring him down. Like I keep saying this, the king and the queen system in England, okay? If I'm the king of the fucking town, or whatever, the kingdom.
Of the castle.
Of the castle. If I marry a useless bitch, you know what she becomes?
The queen.
The queen.
She becomes the queen.
She becomes the highest level that a woman's title could be in the world, is the queen.
Just by marrying the king.
Just by marrying me.
Right.
I make you the best you can be. Now, if a queen marries a motherfucker that ain't shit, what does he become? He's the motherfucker who ain't shit, who marries the queen, and the queen can't look at him like she cannot elevate him to his highest level. No woman can elevate a fucking man to their highest level, because then what happens is I have to go above you. The king is better than the queen. The thing you really have to deal with is the threat of rejection. Front end rejection, meaning I see you in the streets, I go, hi, how you doing, Supersonic? And you go, I don't like you. All you had to do was deal with that, the rejection. Women have to deal with rejection on the back end. You have to deal with rejection. Everything we give you to fuck you, this is the problem. I have to be a good lover. I have to have decent money. Charming. I have to have decent clothes. I have to be funny. I gotta be everything for your vagina. Where the resentment comes in is now you look at me like I'm supposed to love you like you love me, and you've done nothing lovable. Not one fucking thing have you done lovable. Why should I love you? 'Cause I'm lovable. That's why we don't like you. This is what I'm saying. You do not fucking know. I know about women. You don't know about men. Because you don't need to.
Walk into a club with a beautiful girl and see how other guys treat you. That they don't try to step on your territory and start asking questions.
Of what guys do.
But that's fucked up. If you're with a beautiful girl and a guy walks up to you and he says to you, oh, she's really beautiful, right in front of her.
Yes.
You take that as a compliment?
Motherfuck right, nigga.
No.
That offends you.
Jeff,
offends me.
This is what it, ready? This is how I look at it. This is how fucked up I am. Yeah. Hey, man, your glasses are wonderful. That's the same thing. Those blue lenses.
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute.
Because I don't own her. She's not a possession of mine.
Yes, she is. Not a possession. She's an object of desire that has nothing to do with you.
I don't need some strange motherfucker to come and tell me that my girl looks good.
Yes, you do. No. Women can't go out and go, I am going to find love, which is what they want. They have to have love come into their life. Like a lottery ticket, they scratch and they go, I hope I meet the guy that's going to make me happy. Meaning, You survey the land and go, he's nice. And your skill, this is what I mean, your skill is to stand there and go, I'll get his attention so that he comes over with his skills. Because you have no skill to get a man. Your skill is your beauty. You don't know how to get a dude. You don't know how to talk your way into nothing. You don't know how to talk your way into happiness. You never had to move and shake and talk and figure shit out and get rejected on a regular basis. That's not your existence. So of course not, you don't choose a guy. A guy chooses you and you choose to go,
I actually did need to.
Patrice, it's more like reaffirmation. Validation to a point is okay, but the happiness, your self-respect has to come from within. If you let another person make you happy, they have the power to take away your happiness too.
Look at any woman who's in charge, who really is the boss. She's not happy. Like, she thinks she has to be mean to be the boss. She's copying what she sees bosses do. Women don't want to run shit. It makes them miserable. They want a man who runs shit so she can go, that's my man. If my girl scratches and hits a lottery ticket, I go, damn, she won the lottery. If I scratch and win a lottery ticket, she goes, damn, we won the lottery. Women think in terms of us. Men think in terms of me. That's why we can be the boss. We can be hated. We can have that. We embrace that kind of misery. Women hate to run shit. Because there's no guideline for what they should do except for from a dude. Instead of saying, okay, she's hot from 1 to 10, you have to say she's hot from 1 to 30. Do you understand? And now, and you take 1 to 30 and you divide that into groups of 10. And they consist of ugly bitches, average, eyed looking bitches, and fine bitches. Okay? So 1 to 10 is ugly. 10 to 11 is aight. 10 to 20 is aight. 20 to 30 is fine. Okay? And what you do, why this system works, is if when you're walking up the street, okay, and you see a girl that you used to go, oh, she's hot, dude. She's a 7. What this system will do is, because to approach a woman in the street, you have to have the right amount of arrogance and the right amount of humility. Explain to you why I say bitch, man.
School them.
It's just a belief system. It's just to say to you that I'm going to say a word that you don't like, and you're not going to do anything about it. And that's a dichotomy for all man shit, is that the word bitch represents something that's so repugnant to women, but the fact is, I choose to say it or choose not to. That's the amount of respect that you earn from me. It's not the amount of respect that you automatically are entitled to. You're not entitled to the door being open. You're not entitled to me laying my good coat on a puddle. You're not entitled to me wrestling an alligator to save your life. It's desire. That's all. That's what the word bitch is, just to let you know, hey, bitch. And you go, don't be calling me no bitch. And you go, okay, bitch. Now what? What's option 2? That's all I want to say. I want to give you options to make me not want to call you a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? A movie genius. What did De Niro say? What was one of his famous lines from fucking Heat?
Oh shit, Heat is one I'm not as familiar with.
He said, "Don't attach yourself to nothing you can't walk out in 30 seconds or less." And that is how you're supposed to approach it. As soon as you feel the heat on, as soon as you feel like, whoa, this is not fun. There is not one reason why you should have a bad time in a relationship.
But don't you think that if you're willing to put yourself in a situation where you're able to walk away in 30 seconds like that, just walk away, that maybe you're putting up some barriers that you could be having an even better time?
No.
If you would invest a little more, that you couldn't possibly walk away?
Absolutely.
No.
This is listen.
I'm just playing the pussy whip advocate here.
No. I can only love, and this is anybody. I can only love somebody 90%. That's the most love I can give. That's the highest, because I have to save 10% to survive in case that person ain't shit, in case they leave me, in case they cheat.
You go 100%, then you're shooting yourself.
You go 100%.
You jump out a window.
What have you got left for you? You understand? So I need something to survive. Human nature is human nature. I don't plan for it. I just go, I'm going to survive it. So when I say 30 seconds or less, that's euphemism. That's hypothetical.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, sweetie, if you don't threaten to leave me, just leave me, because I'm not gonna play the game with you. It's like I have to survive. I have to survive without you. If you decide that's the control. Power corrupts. Women think in terms of the king and queen system. It's a beautiful system. The system is, if I'm a man, okay, and I see a fucking bum woman, a woman has nothing, she's dumb, fucking, if I marry her, she's now the highest level she can be. She's the queen. You can't get higher than the queen.
Right.
It's a great position.
Right.
It's the baddest bitch in the land, but the queen is the king's bitch. But here's the reverse, and this is why these dominant women who can't find happiness is because the queen in this system, if it's just the queen, right, and the Queen of England is the queen because her father didn't have any sons, so he didn't have a king to take her, so she had his heir was a woman. So now she's the queen with no king. When she gets married, that guy is not the king. He's the queen's husband who doesn't get elevated to his highest position.
Right.
Like, she's my girl. She's like, well, I'm just watching. Dante, you breathing like a monster movie, nigga. Sorry.
You all right, Dante?
Yeah, you okay, nigga? You got sleep apnea, motherfucker?
Actually, I do.
Sit up. Son, let's just see the chicken go.
That loud.
Nigga, yes. We thought Friday the 13th was outside.
Turn your headphones up, goddamn.
You can't hear yourself breathing. What you think, we had a bad signal?
All right, then.
Sound like a cell phone. You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good. A little stuffy.
Now I'm talking about moms, but listen, moms, I love you. She's